the Chicago Bears.
A pair of 3-0 teams set to lock horns for the right to remain unbeaten. And we're off in Week 4.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
And that one complete downfield to Cup.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. He got 29 yards that time. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there.
This is 2nd and 8.
They'll set up to throw. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now it's 3rd and 3.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game. And you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. You look at this Bears defense.
Against the pass, they're toward the middle of the league, number 15 in the NFL.
I think if you talk to their head coach, you'll get a nice answer about how much he likes his team and what they're doing. But at the end of it, he would admit there's definitely room to improve.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Here's Lawrence.
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Texans are on the board first here this afternoon. Now Cade York for the extra point.
And the Texans take a 7-0 lead.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time they were stopped on 4th down, had a drive stalled out. We'll see how they respond this go-around.
I'm eager to see what their mindset is because moving the ball.
Well, he tries to force it in, and the it's intercepted.
And they will score a pick six for the Texans TD.
Still in the first quarter, but what a great start for them. I mean, they've controlled the airways, Charles, on both sides. They had the passing touchdown. Then they intercept the pass of the other squad and take it back for another score.
Brandon, I know we have a ton of time left, but what an early backbreaker they just delivered. They're up early, and they appear to be totally dialed in. And that offense, they're forced to run right back out. Still shaking up a bit, but feeling the pressure to put something on the scoreboard. They've got to be careful here.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful.
Well, this defense for the Texans very strong in that victory a week ago.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Hey, look at the defense for these Texans.
Well, they were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
They'll look to throw here on first down.
They'll let this go deep for Waddle.
And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Back to throw again.
They'll get this out to Kamara.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and that will force a turnover on downs. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a handoff up the middle. It's right.
And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line.
A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
Throwing now, Lawrence on first down.
This will be caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Texans. 25 yards for the touchdown.
And the Texans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. York now for the extra point.
It's good, and before you know it, it's 21-0.
Texans 21, Bears 0. Cade York to kick off.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. The no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but
That's caught inside the 20. A huge play there for Chicago. 61 yards.
That's good for the Chicago Bears.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
Second and inches at the 5-yard line.
and Wilson in motion left.
21-0 our score after one. Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession as they've got it with second down and less than a yard. Now receiver in motion left. Second down and inches. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the first and goal.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Another shot from the one on second and goal. They'll go with the keeper, and he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
A great effort there. Scoring on the sneak from a yard out, and the Bears get a bit closer. Extra point splits the uprights, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. And he is out of bounds here on the return. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Marquise Bell in on that stop.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Lawrence.
Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
And in an afternoon where just about everything's gone right, there's an unlikely sight there. He's got a receiver all alone downfield, and he just overshoots him.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Now Lawrence to throw. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs.
And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
On that last run, he's now hit the 6,000-yard mark for rushing yards in his career.
And moves him squarely into the top 100 rushers of all time. In fact, he can boast that he's rushed for over 1,000 yards more than Gale Sayers did in his career. And Gale Sayers was a Hall of Famer in a short career.
There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
19 yards there on the catch and run. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off, and the Texans are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gap.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year.
And the Texans take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point by York is up and good.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Yeah. Can he put it aside? Let's find out. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Now a 2nd and 10.
He'll look to throw.
And that one going to come up short. Low throw. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
19 tight, 19 tight. 19 lion.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Caught by Wilson.
And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
He'll let this go deep for Waddle.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Second and 10.
They'll look to throw again. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
And the Texans are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
From midfield now, Lawrence. Now a short pass pulled in by Washington.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Give them 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Lawrence will throw.
And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown. A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Texans continue to pull away here in this first half. Extra point by York is up and good.
And the route is on here in this first half.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
At the 34-yard line.
2nd and 1.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. Mustang 19.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today.
And the Texans are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And they'll begin inside their own 10, so field position certainly not in their favor here.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Texans will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by York is up and good.
And the route is on here in this first half.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And with only 9 seconds remaining, and not much time, we'll see how they play this.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. They'll throw now on the final play. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception.
And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
One thing they definitely like about this youngster is his motor. He is full throttle on each and every snap, loves to get after the quarterback, and that has to feel good to him right there. His first career sack.
Go, go, let's go. Go, go. Go, street. 11, 11.
Looking to throw, Lawrence.
Eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Hey, kill. Kill. 11, 11.
From the gun, it's Lawrence.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And that is exactly what you needed defensively. It's a long road back from here, but that's a good start to the second half as they force a punting situation and a fourth down.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away.
Fielded at the 20.
A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards.
And the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it. That's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
Let's go.
2nd and 6.
They run it again with Kamara. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down.
They'll look to throw here. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. They're going to try and throw.
Oh, he's going up top for Wilson.
And now here is another interception.
And the Texans are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
All right, let's go.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
13, Lou. Lou. Think right open. Open. Here we go.
On 3rd down, Lawrence.
And this is going to be incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And this will be taken at the 13.
And nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back. And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Slot man moves right. Now the Texans want to call another timeout. And with that, they're down to 1 remaining here in this second half.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Kamara up the middle. And he'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting him to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
They find some open field here. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards. A 10th carry for Kamara. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the Texans' 31-yard line.
Looking to throw. And to the left side here, Wilson. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
The 16-yard line.
Back to throw. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And he is going to lose yardage here. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down, they're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
60 Bobcat. Go.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Jalen Waddle from 19 yards away.
And the Bears get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Lisa 24.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. But not that any of the points would be needed, but CD, they've got enough time left here. They can definitely score on this drive, maybe even an ensuing drive as well, if they really want to drive home this landslide victory.
Yeah, we're certainly about to see just how aggressive they want to be here down the stretch. And what some coaches do is they try and meet it halfway, meaning they want to continue to run their offense, but they'll put in a lot of backups to do it and then tell the opposing coach, hey, I had to get them some work too. I can't just let them sit over on the sidelines all the time.
Now this throw caught left side and out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That one covers 29 yards, 1st down.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.
Off the play fake, here's Lawrence.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped. Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Here's Lawrence.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up, but he certainly will have some explaining to do.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Throw left side complete. That's Wilson. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
That'll be caught by Cup. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And now it's 3rd and 4. Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Here is 3rd down and 4.
They'll set up a throw.
He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he will have the Bears first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw again. He's going to air one out. This is caught inside the 15. A huge play there for Chicago. 59 yards. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Kamara trying again. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. Here's a quick throw right side. Touchdown, Bears! Jalen Waddle with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Bears are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. And not a good return at all. Down inside the 10, all the way back at the 7.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
On 3rd down. It's right. And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on fourth. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And this is taken in by Wilson for a Bears touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Bears have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that, so he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays,
the pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down.
And now they're in the hurry-up. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. And sensing the momentum maybe changing here a little bit, Charles.
Yeah, this defense is going to get off the field quickly, and their offense got them a touchdown last time they had the ball, so they should get another shot.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Take right open.
And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence.
That's to his running back, complete. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position.
Let's go.
This is 1st and 10.
One final shot. They'll look to throw.
And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. And the Texans come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. But Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Houston, hey, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Bears, the defeat is their first of the year as they drop to 3-1. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.